Hey all, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing some electrical work on the Project Fury. Hang on, we're going to jump around a little bit with the various bits of progress I've done thus far, so bear with me.
Alright, that down there, ignore my shadow, is the fuse panel. It's just kind of sitting on the ground. And the lighting sucks in here, sorry. And what I need to do is come up through here. I need to make a mount that goes right there from the bulkhead, just behind my drop light there, and mount it up so this way I could swing it out if necessary. Alright, let's go to the workbench. Alright, we're going to rip out some sheet metal here from the old Cisco ASA. Got some bar that I cut into, these are about 12.5 inches long. That's about the distance there, and we're gonna cut this out to patch the firewall. It's a little long, I'm not sure exactly how far, I didn't measure that, but I presume we're gonna use this extra piece here for something. There's always something that needs to be patching in that firewall, and what better thing to patch it with than a glorified firewall.
There we go, getting a little closer here. Alright, got the holes here marked. There we go. So I just need to drill those out. Alright, there's the holes. And then we got our bulkhead connector. There's both halves of it. And then I printed out an extra copy so I can cut this template out and we'll transfer it to this. There we are. Got it all taped down, and now I've got our favorite tool, the punch. We're going to mark our holes here. And I'm a genius and did it right there on the edge. There we go. Reasonably hit the target. Now I get to go get my drill. I think I know where I left it. Oh, while we're here, we'll go ahead and punch these. There we go. Alright, here we go. Cut it all out. Fortunately, the hole saw, we didn't want to cut it, so I had to do this the manual way with a drill and then punch it out, then grind it as close to circular as I can. And of course, punch out the holes. And then up there for the mount I'm going to make. Now we're off to paint. I believe the color of the state flag of Alabama should be browner. There we go. Painted black. And now we're going to put it back. Alright, more or less this is ready to go. Next stage is I've got to painstakingly cut each wire going into the engine bay and thread them into here and here. So I made up this chart to show me the positions of each of them, and then of course a description and what color the wire is, and then each of these match up here and here. So this is going to be fun. Alright, one next thing I need to address is the kit does warn on the very first page of the manual that the terminals in this kit are rated at a constant amperage of 20 amps. It is not recommended that charging, headlight, or any other high amperage wiring pass through this connector. So I have these to pass the battery and the headlights through the firewall without burning the car down. And we're going to drill that hole with one of these bits. There we go. That lighting works. Right about there on the firewall in that nice little flat spot. We're going to pick somewhere on the inside to drill through and mount both of those terminals. Alright, it's been a couple of days. I cut and labeled each wire that goes into the harness that's going to go through the firewall. Next step is install this guy and then put both ends together onto this plate.
Much later.
And here's the bulkhead connector. Waiting on a few more supplies to come in to finish this off. But the other side is ready to go. Here's my progress so far. I've got just most of the instrument panel wiring ready to go. My auxiliary panel here, vacuum, air fuel, and then I got my switches here ready to be wired up. I've also got this to run the wiper motor. It's gonna pull this guy out. Of course, brake. Need to put the headlight switch back in there. Alright, now we're caught up. Got this plate made up to hold my fuse box. And I made up this bracket I'm going to put in here. It's not showing up so well on camera, but there's a bolt hole right here where I'm going to put this onto, and then in turn it's going to connect here, and then I'm going to measure the distance so I can have another bracket go right about here to kind of hold it in place. Here we go. Should be able to see the bracket there. And of course it's hanging sideways because I don't have it secured yet. And that's my progress so far. Stay tuned for next time.